Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Dan Potts with me. We've just beaten Liverpool 3-2 at the Emirates Stadium. I mean, the feeling from all fans I've spoken to today is through the roof. You just heard the cars beeping, you can hear the fans, how loud they are, and considering how far we're away from the stadium. What a performance from the boys. Oh, Dan, what more is there left to say about this team? They're proving the doubters wrong. We're beating a big team like Liverpool, top of the league. How is it?
Listen, allow us to be excited because how can we not be at the moment?
Yeah.
The way we're playing, everybody on that pitch giving 110%. It doesn't matter to me whether you're a fan of a certain player, whether you're a fan of a certain team. Whenever you believe they're giving 110%, you can get behind it. Right now, we've got both. We've got quality and 110%. I was a bit surprised, and I spoke to Robbie on Team News, and I said, Tomiyasu left back? Like, why do we have to do that? Tierney got a knock. What's going on? It worked out massively well, man. It had to be tactical for me because I'm a huge fan of Kieran Tierney, and I was a bit disappointed because I feel like he gets a lot of disrespect. And I said it to Turkish on Thursday. It's like everyone's forgotten this left back's wicked all of a sudden. But my God, what a performance Tomiyasu had, man.
Do you think people forgot about Tomiyasu and his quality?
I think people forgot about Tomiyasu as a right back, but certainly they didn't forget him as a left back right now because we saw it on Thursday and I was really impressed with Kieran Tierney and Tomiyasu. And I thought to myself, Tomiyasu's just gone and played in at left back for the last 20 minutes and he looks comfortable there. Yeah. That was obviously planned because listen, nobody saw that coming. I did not see Tomiyasu playing at left back today. And I said to Robbie and to Julian and to James, I said, he better play well because it's going to be Arteta that's going to get it in the neck if he doesn't. And he was phenomenal, mate. Yeah. The other player I have to mention that never gets any respect or credit is Ben White. This guy is looking so good at the moment as a right back. And I had kind of concerns long term about Ben White there. I was fine with him for a couple of games. But I saw him I think it was against Chelsea last year, him and Holding. It was like, oh dear, this don't look good. Yep. My God, what a player. He looks so comfortable on the ball. And what he's doing at the moment, Cecil, which I love, and he needs to do more because it's causing havoc for teams, overlapping with Saka. Yeah. He needs to do that more because he is really, really comfortable in those positions at the moment. And I've been so impressed with his performance. But the one for me that was unplayable, Martinelli. Listen, man.
Do you see why Klopp wants him and speaks so highly of him?
Listen, you've got Diaz, you've got Salah, you've got Jota, you've got Martinelli. Which one played better today? Because I tell you what, they were nowhere near as good as this guy. This guy is, at the moment, one of the most consistent performers, but for me, has taken it to that level. Now, I know Jesus gets a lot of credit for that, and deservedly so, but you have to sometimes look at what he's doing off the ball and on the ball at the moment. He is so much stronger. He looks direct. He's a threat at everybody. He's taking on players. He's comfortable with 3 players around him. When Saka always has 2 or 3 players, we always go, yeah, but he's got 2 or 3 players around him. So is Martinelli, but he's getting around them all. He doesn't care. This guy was unbelievable today, and I think he's ended Trent Alexander-Arnold's World Cup, mate, because there's no way he's going to that World Cup playing like that.
Let's just quickly talk on that as well. You spoke about Ben White. The disrespect, and I saw a lot of combined 11s throughout the week, and we saw, they're putting Trent over Ben White, and he was superb today, Ben White, like you mentioned. The disrespect, even not being in the England side, he's proven to a lot of people. Listen, you've got to start talking about him and realising how much of a talent he is.
Listen, if that's what it's going to take to get him playing like that, then let's keep leaving him out then. Because I tell you what, I don't care about England. I care about Arsenal at the moment, right? I don't care about England Nations League and friendlies. I don't care about Southgate not picking him. I care about what Arsenal are doing and what he's doing for Arsenal Football Club. At the moment is sensational. I look at the combined 11. I hate combined 11s, by the way. I can't stand them. What do we do them overall on form? On form, there wouldn't be a Liverpool player in it. Yeah. So what the hell do we do this? Combined 11. You said to me right now, the last 3 years, who's a better right back? You say Trent Alexander-Arnold. On form, Ben White. I don't care what that means. All I know is that he's the one I'd have right now. Because Ben White, for me, has been so good this season, and I don't hear anybody talking about him. It's unbelievable how good he's been. So I look at some of the situation with Salah today, right? When Salah signed that contract, everybody was hailing it. When Aubameyang and Ozil did it, oh my God, out of form, they've been dreadful. No one talks about Salah being out of form, and all of a sudden, Ozil and Aubameyang are these absolute scumbags compared to Salah, who's a genius. Now, Salah's been poor, mate, really, really poor for me, and he was terrible today. He got taken off. Trent Alexander-Arnold lasted a half. These are world-class players over the last, 3-4 years, and we're making them not look that. So, for me, today was exceptional. I have to big up Bukayo Saka, because Bukayo Saka, for me, when he takes a penalty now, everybody thinks of one thing, England. And he has done, in my opinion, he's taken the football and he said to the manager, I want it to be on penalties now. And after that, what balls that is at 19, 20 years old to go and say, I'm going to be the penalty taker.
Yep.
After all the hate he got, after all the racist scumbags that went for him when he missed that penalty, and now look at him and he's banging them in. He scored penalties against United, against Chelsea, now against Liverpool. When are we going to start putting respect on this kid's name? Because for me, this guy is outstanding, mate. Every single time I hear, Bukayo Saka's not been that great, I disagree. This season, he's been really creative. He's now scoring again. He's assisting again. For me, we have got an unbelievably good front three that does not stop running. Yeah. And I think we need to start getting excited now. There's a difference between getting excited and getting carried away, right? There's a difference. When you get carried away and say, Man City who, then you find yourself a little bit deluded, right? When you get excited about this team, there is nobody that can sit there and say you're deluded about that. Because what we're seeing right now with this first 11 is really exciting, man. And long may it continue, because I do believe that we could do something special with this 11. My only concern is how long can this 11 stay fit? Yeah. We've got a couple of people I really like on the bench, but a couple of people ain't good enough. We need a squad. So at the moment, if this squad stays fit, we are looking so good at the moment. Everyone's on point, mate. And Arteta, lastly, deserves so much credit for this, because I've been a critic of his. I've never been convinced with a process or a project, but what we're starting to see now is a process turn into progress finally. And I think what we need to do is big him up for that, because not only has he improved the players as a team, individually he's made Ben White better at that position. He's looked at using his squad depth in terms at the back with Tomiyasu and Zinchenko and Tierney. He's got Saliba involved. He's got Xhaka playing well, and he's made that front three tick. That front three last season didn't tick because it had Lacazette, who could only really stand up there, hold the ball up, or Aubameyang, who looked like he'd lost interest. What we've managed to get with Jesus now is someone who's hungry, someone who looks like he wants to be top dog, and someone who, in my opinion, has taken us to a next level. So, man, big up to Arteta, and do you know what, mate? I'm starting to get a little bit excited.
Yes!
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.